Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Anderson and I'll be your instructor for medical terminology. So here we are in our course, Medical Terminology. It's a health sciences course, 1531, and you're seeing this video under the Meet Your Instructor link. Welcome to the course. I'm excited to work with all of you. You're going to find this to be a really interesting and fundamental course, not only for your program in Health Services Administration or whether you go into a clinical or administrative path, but even in your personal life, this kind of knowledge is really helpful, you will find. So I like to just review the course because I find if you take the time to kind of orient yourself to the course, it saves you a lot of time overall. So be sure to check all announcements. I posted an announcement which sent out an email a couple times before the course started so that you would have your textbook. Hopefully you all have that. There's a little bit of confusion on whether you get the e-book or a paper book. They have different ISBNs, so hopefully you have one of those. Be sure to check all announcements every time you log into the course. Now that the course is active, every time I post an announcement, what I do frequently, it will send you an email to your Kaiser email account, so be sure you check that. I actually download the Outlook app on my phone, so I can always tell when I get an email related to my work. And if you have any questions, I find that email is the best way to contact me because just like you, I have my phone with me and then I can give you the quickest response. So be sure to read all announcements. Meet your instructor. I've presented some information about myself. The Kaiser live sessions I find really very important in my class. I'm sure every course is different, but students always do better if they can join live or watch the recordings. I typically hold them early in the week, Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I feel that if students would watch this early in the week, the first thing that they do, they will have a good understanding of what they need to do in detail for their assignments, as well as I try to overview of the types of concepts that you'll be reading in your chapters that week, and which help prepare you for your exam. So I give you a lot of information so you don't have to waste time trying to figure out what you're supposed to do. Be sure to read the syllabus. The syllabus is basically like a contract between the instructor and the student. So read the goals, objectives. Again, here's the textbook information and how the grades are percentaged out based on the assignments. The Kaiser Live, if you're able to join live, you join here, click on the Blackboard Collaborate link, and then if you're able to join live, the link for the week will be available to you and you will click over here and then you'll have an option to join session. If you are not able to join live and want to watch the recording, you'll come in here and you'll click on this menu button, these three horizontal lines, and you click on that and click on recordings, and then the recordings will be listed here. So that's how you can watch those. The discussion board, those of you that have been in the program for a while are familiar with the discussion board. First of all, there's an introduction. I've already posted my introduction. Please answer my questions and post your introduction, read mine, and then do not reply, but you can create your own by create thread, just like any other discussion, and then tell us about yourself personally and professionally and how familiar you are with online learning so I can make sure that I give you the information that's most helpful to you. Every week there is a discussion. These courses, as you know, if you've taken several types of courses, this course in particular is going to be very black and white kind of information, right? It's not going to be conceptually based, except, moderately. But every week we'll have topics that you'll need to answer. I find that I stress a very organized format so that it's obvious in just looking at your post that you have answered and responded to each of the questions. Like each question here, number 1, actually has 2 questions. And then you've got number 2. So organize it using numbers, bullet points, or you can state the question and respond to it. Also for this course, which I know is not true of every course, one of your citations needs to be outside of your textbook. Basically discussions are simulating classroom discussion. And so with these type of black and white type of concepts, we don't want to just be repeating what everybody else is saying. So these questions and concepts are easily Googled, they're easily researched. So all discussions, as you know, require a citation for your initial post and a minimum of 1 response post. But obviously, anytime you use a resource, you need to cite it. And for full credit, this program does stress that the citations be in APA format. Every week you'll have a discussion. For full credit, 3 posts on 3 separate days to be considered active in your course, citation for your initial as well as 1 response post, or any time that you use a resource. And then every week is going to give you an overview of the week, what the focus is, what the objectives are, the learning activities, and then what you're going to be reading. For example, week 1, you're going to be reading chapters 1 through 5. And then there are PowerPoints from the publisher for each week as well. So these are good study guides for your quizzes and exams. As well as once the Kaiser Live session, the recording is available, I will also send you my PowerPoint each week, usually on Tuesday mornings. Here's the discussion board again, a repeat of what we just looked at. Week 1 has a quiz, and then there's a summary, and then you can easily go to week 2. Now there is an Ask Questions link in every week in the discussion forum, which is also an opportunity for you to post a question that might pertain to everyone. Just keep in mind that I only see this when I'm logged into the course and when I'm actually in the discussion forum. So I do that a couple times a day, but I'm not always logged in. So again, if you have questions, I recommend that you email me, and then if it pertains to everyone, I will post an announcement, which will send everyone an email with your question and answer. So that is the best method for the quickest response. So every week you'll go through the details and you'll have an idea of what the focus of the week is and what the assignments are. And then I will cover them each week in my Kaiser Live. Now under the Getting Started link, what you'll want to do right away, very important, is that, again, here's the textbook. You want to submit your certification right away. It basically certifies that the work that you're submitting is your work, which is very important. Also, you will want to take the pretest. Now the pretest is graded, but it is not included in your course grade. It's just a benchmark. Actually, the pretest and post-test is the same test. You'll have the post-test obviously in week 4, and then the post-test is 5% of your grade. They've got resource links here for the Kaiser Library. There is a career services survey that you should take. It is not part of your grade. It does grade. You can take it up to 3 times. It basically is just trying to make sure that you understand some of the career services that are available to you through Kaiser University. So be sure to take the time to submit that. And then again, this is the introduction forum that we just reviewed under the discussions link. All right, well, overview again. Again, I look forward to working with you. Email me with any questions. I hope to see you on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If for some reason that does need to change, I will post an announcement that will send you an email, but I don't foresee that happening in the next 4 weeks. So good luck, and I'll see you soon.